So if you've been doing any of the current events at all lately, you know they're all about leyline energy, and the most current of the current events are about following leyline energy, in specific toward one point. I won't say active to what in case someone actually hasn't done Living Story Part 3. Season 3 starts out with some very interesting exciting changes upcoming in the game, so I won't mention those. If you haven't done the storyline, I highly recommend doing so. But essentially, we are looking for where all this ley line energy is being drawn toward, and for those of us who have done Living Story Part 3, we know what is drawing it. So very fun. You can find the current achievements under Achievements, and then under General, and then current events. As you can see, I've done literally every single current event achievement. This one's just repeatable. Please note that the achievements and current events do not appear until you actually unlock one of them. The first spot to go for the current events, for the newest ones, is in Frostgorge Sound. If you go right here in this spot, it'll actually have a little elemental sprite, and you can do sensors. Right here being Earthshake Waypoint and Frostgorge Sound. One last thing here at Earthshake Waypoint, you can start this without having ever done any of the other current events. You can just go there, talk to the little elemental sprite right up here, and just do it. Then skip all of the current events before that if you don't care about achievement points. After that, you'll come down to Snowdin here. Snowdin, and you'll go to High Pass Haven Waypoint, and right in here in High Pass Haven, you'll find another elemental sprite, and he'll ask you to do sensors there as well. So you just find the 5 spots, and you catch them within the half hour, and you're done. Nentor's, you go to the mining camp, Nentor's Waypoint just comes south into it, and the elemental sprite is where I'm standing. Nentor Valley is, of course, in Lorner's Pass. This is what an elemental sprite looks like. Just kind of a little floaty ball. So you talk to it, and it says, I think there's sensors to find if you've done it before. If you haven't done it before, then you do the sensors for the first time. The one that is currently available for, 4 more days is here at Marsh Watch Haven Waypoint in Bloodtide Coast. And at this one, you will actually find Sace herself instead of an elemental sprite, and she's actually got the current event symbol over her head. So when you talk to her and you get your enchantment, you get a sensor tracking skill up above everything else, and you'll notice sensor tracking has a timer. You have half an hour to get it done. So you plop anywhere, use your thing, and a bunch of stuff pops up. These are representative, each one, of an individual sensor leading you to an individual spot. So the way these work is yellow means you're almost on top of it, red means it's really far away, and blue means it's decently close. What you want to do is you want to go toward the one that's decently close, or that's yellow. Think of yourself as a compass. You're the center of it, and these are all the parts. Now the thing is they're not noticeable. They're little yellow fart balls. They're very small. But you just go up to it, recover it, retrieve it, and move on to the next one. Very simple. Now, notice they get cut off.
Accelerating.
The way I've found around that problem is always use it to where you can see the other 4 really easily. Sloping on the ground, like if I used it and I was on this side of this hill, they would all get stuck inside of the hill and I wouldn't be able to see them, see? I can see 2. So just always make sure you're on a level surface, or better yet, that the surface in the direction that they were toward is up and you can see them really easily. Then you just pick one and start heading toward it. You can also just waypoint in that direction too if you want. It is faster. So Scythe, she moves every 5 days to a new spot. She actually tells you where she's going to head next because that's where the sensor readings are pulling her toward. Um, for the sake of no spoilers, I'm not going to tell you the first thing that she says once you get to this point. Actually, I won't even talk to her. I'll just tell you what she says. She says the next place she's headed is South Sun Cove. South Sun Cove. Right here, right? Don't know which spot on South Sun Cove, but that's where she's headed. And she says it feels like it's pulling her out into the ocean. This is the part where it's speculation, but I am extremely excited about what it could mean. The point is it says it's pulled out to the ocean, and the last thing that I, as the player, say is it can't be pulling us toward ore. What else is out in the ocean? I think a new zone's coming, guys. New zone, and it would fit perfectly with what's going on in the storyline too. So I'm pretty excited, actually. So 4 more days, South Sun Cove. 5 days there, and yeah. Anyway, excitement. I love when we get new content. Anyway, that was my happy sound. Sorry if it sounded like a dying dolphin. Have fun.